Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're not dealing in hype. We're issuing a warning about a product that could genuinely tarnish one of the biggest names in tech. Apple's long-anticipated foldable iPhone isn't poised to revolutionize the market. According to our sources, it's actually on a collision course to damage the company's own hard-earned reputation unless they immediately address one massive, almost unbelievable design flaw they are reportedly pushing aside. Before we dive into the catastrophic details, I want to hear from you. Leave a comment right now and tell me, what's the single biggest feature a folding iPhone absolutely must have to get you to buy it? For years, we've watched industry rivals like Samsung stumble and Google fumble, all while waiting for Apple to finally step in and deliver a perfected blueprint. They've patented, they've waited, and now the internal readiness signals are flashing green. Yet, the deepest leaks suggest they've learned precisely all the wrong lessons from their competitors' failures. What we're seeing isn't innovation. It's shaping up to be an intensely expensive regression. Stick with me, because by the time this is over, you will know the single most important reason this phone will fail to go mainstream, and why it might become the most genuinely disappointing Apple product we've seen in the last decade. Let's start with the one thing they seemingly nailed and why. Tragically, it instantly becomes irrelevant. The crease is gone. Yes, the liquid metal hinge technology appears to be legitimate, meaning the internal display should be virtually flawless and seamless, but the form factor they've chosen is a complete design nightmare. They are firmly sticking to the classic book-style fold, yet the specific aspect ratio they chose is frankly insane. We are reportedly looking at an external cover screen that is so incredibly narrow and tall that will be practically unusable for basic daily tasks like typing a quick message or engaging with real apps. Think about the most awkward Android foldables you've ever seen. Apple is reportedly planning to launch with an even more frustrating closed-state experience. Their focus on the massive internal screen size has come at the expense of the closed state, making the daily use pocket experience a total pain point. Essentially, this is a phone that will be brilliant only 30% of the time. Now for the technical gut punch that will cause every major tech reviewer to turn against this device. Forget the rumors of a next-generation chipset. Sources confirm the silicon powering this rumored $2,000 plus device will be a deeply crippled version of the current Gen A17 Pro, meaning they're using an underclocked, thermally restricted chip inside. Why? Because they simply cannot manage the heat and battery drain that comes with powering a 7.8-inch display under any kind of heavy load. This means you're looking at a flagship phone that will ultimately perform worse than the standard iPhone 18 Pro Max that launches right alongside it. You are paying a massive premium, a jaw-dropping premium, for demonstrably less raw performance, all concealed under the deceptive umbrella of portability. This is the ultimate silicon compromise, and it proves Apple is utterly terrified of their own current battery technology. The leaked pricing information is even more jarring than our worst fears. Forget the hopeful $1,700 mark. The baseline model, the one with the awkward screen and the throttle performance, is reportedly set to launch at a staggering $2,199. This is an attempt to compete with the Pixel Fold. This is setting a new, alarming benchmark for Apple price gouging. At this price point, they are clearly not trying to win volume market share. They are purely trying to satisfy only their most loyal, most risk-tolerant fan base. The very moment Samsung drops their next-gen Fold for $1,800, Apple's market share in this segment will instantly collapse. They have entirely priced themselves out of the very revolution they claim they are leading. And here is a feature omission that will genuinely infuriate their established iPhone user base. No Touch ID. Not on the power button. Not on the display. Absolutely nowhere. Apple is betting everything on Face ID for a device that will be constantly held at strange, dynamic angles as you transition from close to open. This is a clear admission that they are prioritizing aesthetic uniformity over practical, instant security. Having to wait for Face ID to correctly recognize you while you're scrambling to quickly unlock your massive folding screen on a busy street is going to be maddening for daily users. It's a profound failure of imagination when designing for a radically new form factor. Finally, let's talk about the timeline. Stop believing the current 2026 announcement date. That's simply the date they will announce it. The actual commercial availability, the moment stock hits shelves, is reportedly pushed back to Q1 or even Q2 of 2027. They know they aren't ready. They are desperately buying time to try and resolve the critical heat management issues and the severe software glitches that are currently plaguing their internal testing units. This delay means they will ultimately launch 2 full generations behind the competition in terms of software maturity. 2 full years of Samsung and Google perfecting their operating systems for foldables, and Apple will finally enter the ring with a product that will undeniably feel like an early access beta. The iPhone Fold, as leaked, isn't a game changer. It's an overpriced, underpowered, and physically awkward compromise built for the sole purpose of allowing them to say they finally have a foldable. They waited too long, and now they're rushing the wrong compromises. Tell me honestly, are you buying this phone on day one, or are you avoiding this 2027 mistake? Drop your honest, unfiltered opinion below. And if you want to stay ahead of the curve, smash that subscribe button. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.